See Red Nation, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Tough loss. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. Gonna break down pretty much what we saw tonight. I mean, we saw a very interesting game from the Bulls. We saw a very interesting, I think, a game where, at the end of it, we're kind of looking to see where the Bulls' fight is at. We're kind of looking to see where the Bulls' grit was at. We didn't see a lot of that from the Bulls. So appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the page. Talk Chicago Sports Weekly. One time hit that bell. Really, what you see tonight, stuff is really stood out the rest of the Bulls lost.
Well, outside of outside of stuff and stuff too, like just the energy, I think that also, I mean, like when we got off the last time, I told you like first half was really on some like, well, we gonna do enough to like Metro beat,
Yeah.
Metro listen,
Mike's right here. Check, check, check. Y'all got us? Y'all got us? Test, test. Mike, check. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear? What's speaking right now? Even the mic ain't working, huh? Is that kind of night?
both of them.
I guess so. We'll see here in a second. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what we got going on here. Oh, okay. That's what we doing. Say mic is off. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Hold up. Hold up. Let's see what we got going here. Should be working. You know what I'm saying? They both plugged in. Ain't nothing muted. Test, test. Y'all hear us? Y'all hear us? Y'all good? Are we good? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Hello. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Continue what you were saying. I guess they say we can hear us now.
Okay, so yeah, basically, but what I was saying, yeah, they just gave you enough to the point where like they can like they showed you like, yo, what your wasn't for a little bit, but they just did not bring the energy in the second half. And
Yeah.
it's like this, like they y'all didn't have boots tonight, but then at the same time y'all getting out rebounded by Andrew Wiggins,
Yeah.
like Jonathan Kuminga, like everybody got enough for boards and nobody really stepped up. There was only like one instance, like you said, where Elijah Johnson stepped up to show some fire on the boards. But other than that, no, the boards just flat out got outplayed.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird to say, man, they saying they can't hear your mic. Man. What the heck is going on here, man? You know what I'm saying? What we got going on here? Talking to your mic real quick.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Can y'all hear him now? Can you hear him? Can you hear him? Check it out. Test him out. Let me know. No, I mean, if I'm being real, the interesting thing, I hate when the mic. Listen, it's that kind of night for Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I look at what we saw tonight, and to me, it was the first night where you didn't see the hustle, where you didn't see the fight from the Bulls, where you didn't see the team come out and do the extra things. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying that the Bulls didn't get outplayed in this game. Listen, like Steph Curry went off and did Steph Curry things, but if we're being real, you allowed Andrew Wiggins to have himself a night. You allowed Draymond Green to get involved. You allowed you allowed it to go deeper and deeper and deeper to where we're talking about you're not scoring on one end, but on the other side, defensively, you're not doing anything to stop them from scoring, to negate them from scoring. And to me, it's not even Steph. Like Steph is going to get 30, 40. That's Steph. I hate to tell people this, and we want to hear from y'all as well, man. We do have the phone lines open, man. Tune in to the Contender phone lines, 855-908-5668, the Contender, where you're hearing nonstop sports talk while you're on the clock. We want to hear how you guys feel about this Bulls loss, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button as well, man. Now, the thing here to me is, one, I'm not gonna overemphasize this game. I'm not gonna lose my mind on this game. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, the Bulls can't go to the playoffs. The Bulls aren't a real playoff team. The Bulls aren't, because listen, this is one of those games where it's like I see where the mistakes are. We saw the deficiencies in other games where they matched up poorly here, but I could still see where the Bulls could have won this game. But we saw one play tonight where I talked about heart. And it was Alize Johnson fighting for a rebound over Draymond Green.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's the part that hurts you. That's the part that you lose. You know what I'm saying? Like if we being real, like let's bring out the numbers here.
And I'm gonna be honest with you real quick while you doing that. The Lakers are down 31 to the Wolves.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
it happens.
It happens. I'm not tripping over a big loss. I'm not, like, every team has a big loss. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, listen, DeMar DeRozan shot at 4 for 13. Zach LaVine shot at 10 for 17. Those are basically your only two factors tonight. Those are basically your only two offensive factors tonight. And then when you look at on the Warriors side, look, here's where it is. Not Danny Green, Draymond Green, I'm sorry. 4 for 6. Steph Curry, 15 for 24. Andrew Wiggins, 5 for 15. Jordan Poole, 5 for 15. Gary Payton Jr., 3 for 6. But what they did on the defensive end, the hustle they showed on the defensive end, I could go all the way through this, but here's what you want to look at: 10 rebounds, 9 rebounds, 7 rebounds, 5 rebounds, 3, 3, 3. And we're talking about all the way down to Toscano Anderson with 2 rebounds. You got to show some fight.
He's in with a minute left in the game.
You know what I'm saying? You got to show some fight. You got to show some grit. Like, it wasn't a crazy out of reach game for the Bulls. The Bulls shot 44%. Steph and them shot 48%. You got out rebounded 47 to 38. Offensive rebounds 12 to 7. And I hate to listen, the guy that has the most rebounds, Kevon Looney, is 6'9". 6'9". To me, the Bulls didn't come prepared to play this game. That's what we saw tonight. The Bulls didn't come prepared to play this game.
And I think the thing that makes it worse is because it was like first quarter, okay, like we'll show you we can at least compete.
Yeah.
But we not gonna be here the whole way.
And that's the part that sucks, because they, in the first half, they did. Like, well, really, I mean, really, we talking about just the first quarter. I love the comment that came in. First quarter. What'd he say? He said, "Hey, y'all remember the first quarter? That was fun."
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I love the comment that came in on that. Let's go out to the phones, man. Jose calling in from the 773. We appreciate y'all for calling in to the show, man. Jose, what's going on, bro?
Hey, this is Shay, man.
Oh, what up, Shay? What up, Shay? How you doing, man? How you doing, dog?
This is the type of games that I'm doing good, by the way. This is the type of games that really piss you off because you see, I mean, you actually saw us do the same thing with the Brooklyn Nets. Kevin Durant went off for 40 points, and we still were able to win this game. So I'm really not trying to hear this excuse of it's going to happen every game, because it shouldn't happen, especially when Klay Thompson is not back yet, and due to the fact that if you look at it, besides any other offense, what do the Warriors really have? I mean, Andrew Wiggins can give you good points, but he won't give it to you consistently. And I mean, I don't really care about Curry going off for 40, but it's just like, Jesus Christ, you've seen us have better games against better teams, and the fact that we couldn't even bring it tonight, it kind of does piss you off to the fullest. And not only that, the guy that comes off the bench, Alize Johnson, gets more rebounds than the whole entire team, and that doesn't inspire you.
Yeah.
The way I see it, I will put him in the starting lineup, because I know what you're gonna say. Oh, it's size, but think about it. Tristan Thompson outdid Joakim Noah in the playoffs and Pau Gasol. So I mean, size don't really matter, especially when you're playing with heart. Draymond Green proved that.
I mean, in the basketball sense, at least in tonight, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's kind of what. And Shay, appreciate you for calling in as always, bro, man. Always staying faithful, man.
Appreciate that.
Hey, we gonna be all right, dog. We gonna be all right. Don't worry about it. Tough loss though. I do
Well,
agree with you. Tough loss.
for sure.
All right, man. I holler at you.
I
No,
Yeah.
I'll say this. I wouldn't be mad at Alizé Johnson in the starting lineup right now, mostly because he's just more mobile. He's not going to get the problem. The problem that the Bulls have without having Vooch in there is you don't have anyone else offensively who can do anything at that position on your team. But okay, do we want to put Alizé Johnson in the starting lineup over Tony Bradley? I hate to tell you that they both dudes. I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. You're a
we're all
dude.
dudes.
We're all
We're
dudes.
all dudes.
They're both dudes. Like, yes, Alizé Johnson is going to show a little bit more hustle. It's going to show a little bit more hype, a little bit more grit. Okay, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine with that. But the thing that you have to look at in this game is the dudes that beat you were not 7-2, 7-1. This was more of a heart game to me. This was more of a and they beat you at your own game. The impact that Wiggins like Shay brought up, the impact that Wiggins has is not offensively. To me, the impact that Wiggins has is that he can go out on the other end and sit down on you defensively. And now that he's playing defense, that's the first time I've ever watched a game where Andrew Wiggins was playing defense, by the way. And now that he's playing defense like that, if he is playing defense like that, that ups what the Warriors can do.
I
That
mean,
ups them being
and
able to come
then
out, and now you can't just pass somebody off of Draymond Green. You blow past Draymond because now you're coming in. Now you see Kevon Looney and Andrew Wiggins in the paint. That disrupted a lot of what the Bulls wanted to do with Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan in the mid range.
and that's kind of why I gotta disagree with Shay is because I mean it was like I was saying there's no more like like because before they used to say oh yeah high stuff do this play the boxing one everything like that.
Yeah,
Fam, I'm not looking for you to hit 7 to 10 shots. That's cool. Like you know how many bodies they got defensively where it's just like I can throw an Andrew Wiggins at you. I can throw a Andre Iguodala at you. They subbed out Draymond Green for Jonathan Kuminga.
yeah,
Still a clown.
still a
Like
clown.
like 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 be
And
a
Kaminga was rising up on some of those
Bielitsa
boys.
Bielitsa was out there. Like at the end of the day, like you can't say oh we shouldn't expect this to see this happen because I'm with Pat. At the end of the day, these teams is getting paid to play too. So best believe you get you can get blown out at
Yeah,
any time.
I like how we got 76 people in here, only 7 likes, dog. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with
So
us, man. Yeah, I'm saying I appreciate that, man. Let's go back out to the phones, man. We got Angelo on the line. Angelo, what's going
Hey,
on,
yeah.
man?
What's up, brother? How you doing, my man?
Man, tough loss tonight, man. Tough loss, but we gonna bounce back. How you feeling, my boy?
Oh, bro, I was at the game. I was with my dad, and bro, I was so embarrassed, bro. We should
Mm,
have done so much better, bro.
yeah,
Especially when it comes to rebounds. There was like no one literally in the box to get a rebound. Like literally, there was like what? Maybe Johnson. That was it. Like what the fuck, dude? I'm
yeah.
sorry for cursing, but I
Nah,
was
you
so
good, you
upset.
good, you good. I love the passion, man. I mean, it's one of those where you know what I'm saying. Like you want to see your team come out, especially on national TV, especially versus those big names. You want to see
No,
them
yeah,
come out and do what they did in the first quarter. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, yeah. We were killing the Warriors in the first quarter, and then all of a sudden, like the next two quarters, we just like gave up. Especially when we're missing shots,
Yeah,
and even like Zach LaVine taking risky shots outside the paint. It's like, really? Like, why are you taking that shot? I know you got to shoot it, but like, even we passed too much too. We should have like scored like many points inside the paint too. But see, that's what the Warriors were doing. They were just killing us in the rebound and inside the paint, all that. Like Draymond Green, letting Draymond Green getting a free dunk. Like why?
yeah, yeah,
Defense wise, yeah.
yeah. No, I mean, it's one of those where especially on national TV, it's that Bears effect. You know what I'm saying? We know how good this
Yeah.
team, and it's different because we actually know how good this team is. Yeah, I mean, like we know that
Yeah.
the Bulls can come out and they can beat some of these playoff teams. Like they're going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be a threat in the Eastern
Yeah.
Conference. But then you see them on national TV in the World season. But now the world's opinion of the Bulls is, I told y'all these mugs wasn't going to be no good together. I told you. Where's Nick
Yeah.
Friedel at tonight? I know he's sitting with somewhere trying to fly out to Ashaval to come get a
Nick
burger, man.
Friel, Stephen A.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for calling in, my boy.
Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, much love, from San Francisco. Love y'all, man.
Hey, man, one love, one
All
love.
right,
See
brother.
Red Nation out here,
All
man,
right,
for sure.
brother. Uh-huh.
But no, all right. Now, I mean, let's look at it, right? And we want y'all to call in too. Listen, if you're a Warriors fan, if you're a Bulls fan, don't matter to me. Call into the show 855-908-5668. I love the conversation. I love talking with y'all, man. It's the world's post game show. This is to me what you need to take from this game. If you're so built that you can't do anything without one player being on the court, that you completely fall apart without one player being on the court, then you need to address that issue. Now, we've said that the Bulls have been undersized, that they're undersized at the power forward position. They're undersized without Vooch, and I've told y'all on many occasions, listen, they're still winning these rebounding battles. They're still winning the offensive rebound battle. They're still winning. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these rebounding battles where it comes down to it. But if Vooch is gone in the middle, and that means that nobody else can hustle. Now it's on. Now I want to see how they adjust. Now I want to see what the chess piece is. Now I want to see what Billy Donovan does. And you saw Billy Donovan trying some other things on the court. You know what I'm saying? You saw Billy Donovan put Tyler Jones in. Tyler Jones. I was thinking Tyus Jones. Tyler Cook in. The first time he's seen action all season. He hasn't played since the Cleveland game in preseason. The first time he's seen action all season. That's where you see Billy trying to see what's going to happen in a game that he knows is out of reach pretty much. I want to see how we can play this as we're moving down. And Tyler Jones, I mean, he didn't do too much. He got cooked on one end, made a dunk on the other, made a little layup, you know what I'm saying? But he's trying to see. That's the one thing that I do like about Billy Donovan is Billy Donovan is willing to put it out there and see what he can get. He's willing to put it out there and see what's going to work in the middle of the game. In the middle of a game where you've done all you can with the pieces that you have and you're trying to figure out what's going on.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it just showed that he didn't quit. I mean, I still think, and I've said this all season. I mean, I didn't lie to you about Derrick Jones joint. They got to find something to do about that small forward,
Yeah.
small forward, power forward.
I would have liked to
role.
see him start, man. I'm not gonna
Because
lie.
of who?
Derrick Jones Jr.
I
I would have liked to see him start.
Derrick Jones can start.
I would have liked to see him. In a game like this, you could have started him at the 5.
I'll say he's. I would start him over Javonte Green. He has experience doing it.
I would start him with Javonte Green. Two guys that are both going to play defense. Two guys that are both going to play defense, going up against two guys that are at 166 and 169. That's their 4 and their 5.
Two guys that can't hit that corner three to save a life.
But to me, the shooting of the Bulls was the shooting bad. Yes, I'm not going to say that they shot well, but to me, the problem comes in where you're not playing good enough defense on the other side, and you're missing shots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things that you can control. I can't control Steph Curry going off. He's gonna do what he do. But you know what I can do? I can put the best defensive unit on the floor. I can try to get steals. I can try to keep active hands like they had in that first quarter. I can get people in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do all of that. And Golden State adjusted. And the Bulls did not. And that's where I look at it and I'm saying, all right, well, what could we have done different here that we can take into these next games? Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. The Clippers are probably going to use this similar game plan to try and attack the Bulls coming off of that pick and roll. The Lakers are absolutely going to try to use that with Russ and Melo and Bron and AD and all of them, and they're going to try to just get bigger than you without Vooch in there. You know what I'm saying? Like as you go down the list, now you're looking at game, and I think this Clipper game is one you can get. I think that there's opportunity here for the Bulls to leave this road trip 3-2 at worst 2-3, but not playing like you played tonight. Not playing with the lack of heart that you played tonight. Not playing with the we got punched in the mouth, we got down, now we can't come back. Like there was no we've seen that was the first game this season we saw no fight from the Bulls when they got down. That reminded me of a game last season. And like I said, those games are gonna happen at some points in the season. Listen, the Lakers have had a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? Like those games happen at some point in the season. But to me, that was the first game that reminded me of the team last season. And that's concerning. Let's go back out to the phones, man. Going out to the 404. What's going on?
What's going on, Pat? How y'all doing tonight?
Man, reeling from a loss, man, but we're going to get through it. What's going on with you, my guy?
Okay, I got a couple of points. I'm a little older than y'all, right?
That's all right. Let's do it.
So let me give you a little NBA perspective on history. We're acting like the Bulls are going to win a championship this year, right? And so we're living and dying with every game, so to speak, right? But NBA history tells us that you don't go from nothing to everything overnight, right? So it's a building process. So what you saw tonight, we're acting like Golden State is not a championship contender.
Mm-hmm.
They are. They got dudes over there that have won rings. So we got to go back and kind of reassess from the standpoint of this is a building game. We punched them in the mouth in the first quarter, right? They adjusted like a championship team would.
Yep.
Brooklyn's not a championship team. They got a couple of players that have won rings, but not as a team. Golden State has what we're trying to attain, right? So we've got to stop with the aspirations of everything this year and that we're building to their level. That's the problem that I see from us as fans.
But you know what?
We're looking for go for it.
That's what our front office put in front of us. That's what AK put in front of us. AK didn't come into this season saying, "Hey guys, that we're looking for a first round exit. That's why I put this expensive payroll together."
No. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is AK wants to win, right?
Yep.
But he also knows we don't go from nothing to everything, right?
True.
In 1 year.
True.
NBA history has proven that over and over and over again.
Oh, for sure.
So we know that. So the first thing I got to do is make a winner. That's if we get to the second round this year and bow out, okay, cool, right? And then we build those habits.
Yeah.
Right? Look at Golden State. They didn't go from something to nothing overnight. Took them a couple of years. Once they got it, boom. Now you're ready to roll.
They kind of did though. They went from the first round to the finals, didn't they?
They went from the West.
No, they didn't. They lost to the Spurs. Right. The first year with Curry and Clay.
Right.
Then they lost to the Clippers. Then that next year they took off. So it was like a 4-year process for them. Right?
Yeah, because they smoked
the Bulls are that's
they smoked it against the Rockets. You're right. Yeah.
Because the Clippers.
That's the process that I see. That's the process that I see right now.
Yeah.
They lost a 7-game series to the Clippers, and they lost to the Spurs in the second round.
Yeah.
And they took off.
Yep.
The Bulls are in that same position. So we've got to temper our expectations of everything is championship or bust this year.
Yeah.
When we see that the front office is already put in place. Okay, we got a winner. Like you said earlier, this is a playoff team. There's no doubt in my mind that it's not a playoff team, right? So now let's see where that takes us, right? Second round, third round, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Then we add next offseason, and then we take off from there. But Golden State is a championship contender. Make no doubt about it. So when you punch them in the mouth like you did in the first quarter, they responded like a championship team. That's why we couldn't respond back because we haven't been in that position yet.
Absolutely.
Great call, man. This is what happens along that process. This is what happens.
Absolutely, man.
I want to ask
see red, right? Lick your wounds, and then come back against the Clippers. And now let's see how do the players come back off of that. Then we'll know a little bit more about the mettle of this team and what they're really made of. How do you come off a loss?
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Appreciate the call, my boy. Appreciate you for tuning in as always, man. One love to you, man. That's a great call.
Man, I be riding. I be riding around
Appreciate you.
everywhere listening to y'all, man, and I just wanted to call in tonight because I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
That championship or bust thing.
Yeah,
And like I said, I'm a little bit older than y'all. I grew up with Jordan. I'm 43 years old. So I grew up and I saw all six. I saw all six championships.
Absolutely.
I saw the process of trying to get through Detroit. So that's where I'm coming from. Like, it ain't gonna come overnight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Appreciate you for rocking with us, man. All right, stay safe out there, my guy.
You fellas have a good night.
You too, man. Peace.
All right, appreciate you.
Nah, I mean, listen, he made some excellent points, man. He made some good points. That's why I just let him talk. You know what I mean? Like, if you call in, you making good points, I'm gonna let it go. No, he made some good points. It's not gonna be an overnight thing. It's not gonna be a championship or bust thing. It's not. But
I'll say this. And Chad respond to this too. Did y'all beat the Nets?
beat the Nets.
Is Kyrie playing this year?
Hopefully, eventually, but not right now.
Not right now, right?
Yep.
What's y'all think y'all could beat Milwaukee? Is Milwaukee's beatable?
Still the
right?
champs, but you gotta go through them. Yeah, Milwaukee probably beatable. Milwaukee's beatable, but you can't stop Giannis.
So
Milwaukee's a tough team to beat without Giannis, as Boston showed you tonight.
True. So
Grayson Allen ain't dubbing nobody up on the Bulls. I ain't gonna lie.
Then you turn around.
I put my white guy against a white guy any day. Taking Caruso.
Nah, but and then the other thing too. So like you saw what you did against Philly.
Yeah.
If you not playing with your food, so to speak, you saw what you did against Philly.
Yeah.
The Bulls could very well be in Eastern Conference Finals mode this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't think that's a fluke.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they should be. You don't know how many. I understand the whole. This is how it's been done in history, but we haven't seen talent, and we haven't seen this much talent on a Bulls team since Jordan. We haven't. The Derrick Rose Bulls teams didn't have this much talent. I love Derrick Rose Bulls teams. They're some of my favorite teams. They didn't have this much talent. They didn't have multiple options to score the ball. Our offense was there. What did Miami do to stop the Bulls? Guarded Derrick with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot that the Bulls have this season. That one, it's gonna take some time. I told y'all at the beginning of the season, it's gonna take time to come together. Yes, we've won some big games. Yes, we've won some games we didn't think we should have won. I will say that there's a few people that did put the Bulls in the NBA Finals once we beat the Brooklyn Nets. But at the end of the day, this team is still coming together. They're still figuring it out. They're still trying to figure out what to do in a half-court set when everybody's standing on the court.
I'm telling y'all, if y'all want to gauge where this Bulls team is really at, go listen to the JJ Redick podcast. And Alex Caruso, yeah, Alex Caruso basically told him, like, bro, like, we just got put together.
Yeah.
Like, Muggs ain't thinking that they finna go to the finals. They taking it game by game,
and that's all you can do when it's a new team. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to understand kind of how the mindset works. Like, of course they're thinking, hey, listen, we got to win these games. Nobody's thinking I want to take an L in this situation. Of course they're thinking we got to come out, we got to win this game. But at the same time, it's new. It's 11 games in. Now 12, and you're 8-4 with a team that was just put together this offseason. Guess where you were this time last year? We were 3-7. We were 3-7 going into our West Coast trip. We're in a better position, y'all. We're in a much better position. And it doesn't work like 2K. You can't just see one game where it's like, oh my God, there was no rebounding. Start Alize Johnson. Oh my God, Vooch had a bad start to the season. Bench Vooch, trade him. We get these game by game wild takes, and I just laugh at a lot of it because I be like, man, 2K. I feel like being in quarantine made people think that real life is 2K sometimes.
I mean, nah, yo, and then it's crazy because they got this thing when you get to the middle of the season, you can put like your 3 favorite trade targets in,
Yeah.
lock them in, and then they'll
And you
be on the
basically
team.
get all of them?
Yeah, you bet. You
Yeah,
bet.
yeah, yeah. That's
Like,
not how real
dog,
world works.
that's not how it works.
Nah, it's I'll say this. I'll say this, right?
I will say,
This is a tough loss. If you compound losses, it looks worse.
yeah, I mean, and yeah, does it suck that this is like really your because I don't count that NBA TV as like a nationally I count it, but
That's nationally televised,
yeah,
but it's
but it's like Bulls ain't really been on ESPN and like in a heavy game since the Spurs on Christmas when
But
they
you know
had
what?
Rose. And I feel like the fact that they laid the egg is
that's what hurts. That's what's got the chat
mad,
upset
yeah.
tonight. I'm not gonna lie, I'm with you on that. I don't like it. I'd have rather lost a 1-point game. Like if you're gonna lose close, so that we don't have to deal with the I saw y'all on NBA on ESPN last night. Y'all was trash. And it's like, yeah, but you didn't watch us on NBC Sportsnet. All the other nights, y'all wasn't here for the world call of the Chicago Bulls over on the Windy City Breeze, where they called every single game, minus the Brooklyn Nets game. But and you know, we broke down everything they did. Y'all missed that part. Y'all weren't there for that part. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the part that irritates us as fans, but that's okay. We know what we got. We'll see them in the playoffs. Maybe not them. If we see them in the playoffs, something went really good. I don't know if I want to see them in the playoffs. I ain't gonna somebody beat them before we get there. But if we see them in the finals, we know something went right.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not worried about a loss to Golden State, because if we lose to Golden State, the only time we're gonna see Golden State again is if we make the NBA Finals. If we make the NBA Finals, something went really right this year, y'all. Does it suck tonight? Yes. But the teams I'm worried about beating are the Brooklyns, the Phillies, and especially Phillies, because you haven't beaten them since Joel Embiid has been in that building. Boston, Milwaukee, those are the teams I'm worried about beating. I tell you what, you worry about winning finals. Not worried about them.
It's cool.
Not worried about
It's
them.
cool.
Not worried about them. Not worried about them. What's that record?
It's cool.
What's that record?
7-5.
7-5.
Wait, nah, 7-4. 7-4.
I was about to say, dang, who else y'all lose to? Y'all just losing left and right out here.
7-4.
But no, we're going to be okay, Bulls fans. As a Bulls nation, we're going to come together. We're going to be good. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us for another post-game show, especially during a Bulls loss, man, as always, man. Please like the video, man. Please subscribe to the page, because we do talk Chicago sports weekly. We do talk consistent Bulls content. There will be a ton of Bulls content throughout the weekend and also going into next week. We do live coverage of just about every game. Actually, we do live coverage of every game. The one game we didn't do live coverage of was the one that we had the live event for. So, and we watched the Bears game on that. I think that's it, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. As always, it's your boy Pat the Designer, back at it again, joined as always by the man formerly known as Ringo J. Stefan the Don Line One. Bulls take the L tonight, but we'll be back at it Sunday at 8:30 for Bulls versus Clippers. Ayo, Chicago. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Like that video if you ain't do it yet, man. Hit the button. Push the button. I'm just playing. Peace.